Welcome to this video tutorial, which is going to show you how to begin configuring your social ordering platform here. So after you've gone ahead and added a location and some menu and product lists, you'll be able to have a social ordering URL that you can begin directing customers to place their orders. So you'll see when we click on that, this is my example landing page here. So I'm going to begin to show you how to kind of customize this to your liking and as well as some other kind of customization features that are going to be important when people are placing orders with your business. So to get started, you'll want to click on the social ordering dropdown and click on the configuration button underneath there. And so again, you'll see the URL here where you can always preview your storefront. You can upload your own logo, which I'll go ahead and do here. And I'll quickly just hit save so you can see where that appears on your page here. So if we refresh this, you'll now see that my logo appears right here in the top left corner. If you don't have a logo there, as you've seen, it'll just be blank and the information for your business will appear underneath there. You can also upload an app icon. This is another square image. Basically, all that this is if you want to have a display via a tablet, for example, or you want to allow customers to save your storefront app on their phone's home screen, they'll want a image associated with that app icon. It's basically an app icon. But instead of downloading this from their App Store, Google Play, or whatever, you'll direct them to this social ordering URL, and then you can ask them to just save that URL to their phone's home screen, and it'll act as any other regular app would. It'll save the icon to their phone's home screen, and they can click on it at any time to open up your social ordering page. So I'm going to leave this blank for now, but you can upload just another logo image if you want to act as the icon. You can change the default category. So you can see I have two categories here, again, assuming that this is using a restaurant as an example. So if you want the first place that people to land to be dinner, you can leave that checked off. Dinner, desserts. If I had other pages under the categories, rather, like desserts, entrees, etc., I could select those. Right now I only have dinner, desserts, and lunch entrees. So you'll see if I switch to lunch entrees and click save, currently this page defaults to dinner, dessert. And if we go ahead and open that in a new window, you'll see that it now defaults to my lunch entrees page. So you can really choose which page you want the first place for your customers to land to be. You can change your currency and your default country. If you're located anywhere outside of the United States, this will be helpful to you. You can change this to an online-only storefront. So some businesses obviously have a brick and mortar. So if you're a brick and mortar business, you're obviously going to want to keep this unchecked. But if you're, for example, an online-only business where you do all of your business online, you can check this off, and you'll see that that takeout option disappears and it's only delivery options here. You can change the label text for takeout and delivery. So I'm using a restaurant as an example. So takeout and delivery is pretty suitable for these labels. But you can see right here, if we click through item details and add an item, that we have takeout, delivery, or continue shopping before the checkout screen. And so you can really change this to whatever fits your needs. So if you want to just do like pickup or shipping or whatever else, you can do that and have those icons or buttons change to whatever fits your needs. So you can see those changed there. As we move forward, you can begin also to set up tracking inventory and alerts to your business and staff who needs to know when inventory is getting low. So if you have this unchecked, it will just assume, the system will always assume that you have an unlimited quantity and you'll never be selling out of it. Some people use that if they're confident that they're going to be able to keep up with their orders, or if they're able to kind of fulfill them with some lag time and so forth. Otherwise, if you want to create a tracking of your inventory here, you can check this box off, and you can check off whether you want to send an inventory alert email. So that's an email that goes to your business, members of your staff who need to be informed that inventory is getting low from orders coming from your platform here. So you can set what your alert level is. So I have, for example, the number 1 here. That means that this email will send when there's only one product left, when enough orders come in that reduce it down to 1. And the inventory alert email, you can just put email addresses in this field, and as many as you'd like, separated by commas. And that will send an alert email notifying you that you're running low on any specific item that you may be running low on. So you might be asking, okay, well, how do I set those inventory levels? And that is in your menu/product list. So if I click over here, you'll see I have an inventory tab here. If I have this enabled, I have 10 under each of these products here. If I click edit next to either of these, you'll see there's an inventory field here that I can put in when I'm getting it set up, how many I have. And every time, for example, we restock or your business restocks it, you can come in here and add that additional inventory so that your customers will be able to order it when they're available, and you will be notified whenever you're indeed running low on that specific product. So going back to this configuration page, we've gone over all of these, the labels, the inventory stuff. You have some additional permissions here, hide special instructions on the checkout page. So if you check this box off, for example, there is when you click pickup, for example, on this last checkout page, there's a special instructions field here. So if you check this box off, it will remove that special instructions field so that your customers won't be able to enter special instructions there. You can hide special instructions for items. So you can see if we back up, let's say we go to dessert, and I click on a specific item, there's a special instructions thing here. So this is helpful, for example, in the case of a restaurant. Maybe they have, peanut allergy or something to that effect. They can type that in here. But if you want to remove this field, you can check this box off and remove that field from this specific item. So again, from the checkout page and from each individual item. And you can also hide your address from your website. So if you don't have a brick and mortar and you want to not show your address, or if you're kind of a mobile business or an online business, you can remove your address, which appears again in this upper left corner here. You can remove that from this information here. And last couple of pieces here, design. You can change and really customize the colors here. So you can change the button background color from black to like a blue, the font color, the header color, link color, etc. So, I'll just change a couple of these to show you, and click save here. And so now when we refresh, you'll see that our header color and these header colors here, this text changes, and our button color changed because those are the two that I changed. So you can really customize that to your liking. Or if you are pretty handy with CSS development, you can put in your own CSS code in here and click save, and it'll update that accordingly. Last piece is your return policy. You can choose to have this or not. So you can see I've left this blank for now. But if I go ahead through this process of ordering something, and I'm ready to go pick up or ship or what have you, the return policy would go here. So I can click enter that return policy here if you want to make that clear to your customers. And when we refresh it, you'll see that return policy goes at the bottom of the checkout page. And so now your customer can come in here and check off between pickup or shipping or takeout or delivery, whatever you have your settings. You can see when we check between them, when I do shipping, the delivery option that the customer now has to enter their address information and so forth. And So that's about it. That's everything on the configuration side. There are video tutorials for each of these other menu items here as you go through and get your social ordering tool set up here. So definitely reference those for any other questions that you may have. But I hope that this video was helpful for the purposes of configuring your social ordering account here. Thanks.